What's going on, Guardians? Archangel here with a new video for you guys today. And today I want to talk about something that you might have not noticed in Destiny Warmind DLC. Now, back when the DLC first came out and I finished it, I told my friends that Bungie copied another game when it came to the Nokris story. And a lot of people might not notice this because either you don't play Dark Souls, and B, nobody else on YouTube is going to tell you about this because they didn't notice it themselves. So me as a Dark Souls player and also someone who plays Destiny, I noticed this immediately. And what that is Destiny copied Dark Souls when it came to Nokris and the Name is King. Nokris in Destiny 2's Warmind DLC is Oryx's basically forgotten son. You know, he committed an act that Oryx did not like, did not approve of, betrayed his father, and because of that he was erased from history. Now, when you hear that and you're a Guardian, you only played Destiny games, that just sounds like something new to the game. But that is also the exact same thing that happens in Dark Souls with the Nameless King. He is Gwen's firstborn. He is Gwen's most powerful knight. He betrays Gwen and sides with the dragons, and because of that, Gwen erases him from history. So no one. That's why he's called the Nameless King, because he was erased from history, so you don't know what his name is. Destiny literally copies this from Dark Souls. They don't change up much about it. They just literally, by the book, Nokris is the forgotten son of Oryx who was erased from history. Nameless King is Gwen's forgotten son erased from history. That's what this is. And at that point, you're like, oh, well, it's not a big deal. All games, use other games for inspiration. This video is not a complaint about that. It's more so just to let you guys know about the Nameless King and the connections that Destiny drew from that with the story of Nokris. Now, there are differences in the story. Nokris was not Oryx's strongest kid. That was Crota. The whole point of Nokris betraying his father was because he wanted to be, a strong child of Oryx. He wanted to impress his father. He wanted to become stronger, and he wasn't strong. He was a weak guy. There's a lot of Destiny lore videos out there that you can find that will explain to you, all about Nokris, his history, and why he did what he did, and his connection to Zol. And the difference between him and the Nameless King is that the Nameless King wasn't a weak child. He wasn't, trying to impress his father. He was a very, very powerful, god basically in the Dark Souls lore, who betrayed his father to join the dragons, which is the ultimate betrayal to Gwen, because he was fighting the dragons at that time. So you have two sons here who, were erased from history because they betrayed their parent. And I just thought those interesting things that I noticed, and when I was playing through Warmind, was that this sounds exactly like the story of the Nameless King. And I mentioned to my friends, I was like, hey, did y'all notice they copied this from Dark Souls? And they didn't understand what I was talking about until I explained, Nokris and the Nameless King and how the connection is there. And again, this is not about complaining about drawing inspiration. That's okay. Everything in media draws inspiration from somewhere else. That's just how it goes. My favorite game outside of Halo is Mass Effect, and that draws inspiration from a lot of things in science fiction. There's a lot of cameos in Mass Effect that features characters from science fiction books and science fiction TV shows like Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, and all across the board, and that's okay. But I just want to just wanted to let you guys know about this, because a lot of people again don't know about Dark Souls' lore, and that there could be a connection between Nokris and the Nameless King. And it is kind of a show of weak storytelling when you do it in this way, because again, it's literally the exact same kind of storytelling when it comes to betraying the father, and that's who these two people are, erased from history. And the story, and which one's better, is obviously gonna be the Dark Souls story, because Dark Souls at this point you still don't even really know who the Nameless King even is. Like you see the person, but you don't know his lore. You don't know anything other than the fact that he was Gwen's son. And when it comes to his actual name, it's all speculation based on what his name could be. For the most popular belief is that his name's Faram, because there's the Faram Knights and a lot of things involving them that will lead you to believe that Gwen's firstborn son name was Faram, because the Faram Knights believe in the god of war, and that was Gwen's firstborn. So Dark Souls' story is way more speculatory and amazing compared to Destiny's story, which is more so just in your face. When it comes to information about Nokris, there's a lot of information about Nokris other than the fact that he was erased from Hive history. He's the forgotten son of Oryx. Either way, interesting kind of information to throw out there. Quick little video for you guys to just ponder on, like, oh, I didn't notice that these two games had connections to each other. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.